Yo, what's up? What's up, people?
Yo,
We're back. Clark Dynasty back at you. Here, this time we're going to talk about good old hip hop. Happy birthday, hip hop. Hip hop turns
Happy
50.
birthday to hip
big
hop.
5-0.
50.
Oh, man,
Wow.
50 years old, 50 years of culture, of dance, of dress, of style, of graffiti, of breakdancing, of DJing, and of course, MCing. So,
Yeah,
this is
most important.
most
MC Graffiti, all the happy birthday to all the graffiti artists,
yeah,
Oh
all
yeah,
all
facts.
all the
All the
pioneers, man.
beatboxers,
break
all the
dancers.
graffiti artists, yeah. All the
Big
all
shout
the, all the
out.
breakers,
Yep.
facts.
Yep.
Breakers,
Yep.
shakers, and movers. That's a fact. We see you.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. And of course, a big shout out to the godfather of hip hop, DJ Cool Herc.
We
That's
made it
what's
all
up.
Great
possible.
to
Made it
see, my
all
man.
possible.
Facts.
It was August 11th was the date that everything 50 years ago is where it all got started. So what we want to talk about is the hip hop. Now there's several which I love the respect hip hop has been getting. Not only all of the award shows and things like that are celebrating 50 years of hip hop, but there was a hip hop 50 live concert at Yankee
Yankee
Stadium in the
Stadium.
Bronx where it all
Mhm.
began.
It all
Facts.
began.
This was
In the
monumental
Bronx, where it all
opportunity
began.
where it all began. There's a monumental opportunity to bring hip hops from all different generations to from the old school to now or from then till now. And it took place on the birthday itself on August 11th. So
Dope.
we just want to comment on that a little bit. It had now the lineup was uh Run DMC, obviously, Nas. Run DMC actually kind of headlined it. They kind of ended
Yeah,
it.
run,
Yeah.
run with run
Yeah.
headline.
Yep.
Run with headline.
Run DMC
I mean, that
headlined it.
makes sense.
Yeah. Then you have Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, Ice Cube, some heavy hitters here.
I would
We
say all
said yeah.
hitters. All
We said
hitters.
we said
Yep.
Nas. Then you had the Queens of Hip Hop set, Eve, Lil Kim, Mary Ma, Trina.
Mhm.
You had Fat Joe, Ti. Ti actually put on a good performance. I
He
was
had a pretty good
surprised.
No,
performance.
I
Yeah,
would
he's
say
a pretty good
Ti
performer.
Ti's a pretty good
Yeah.
performer. I've
He
I've
gets a
always
lot
liked
of
how he
respect,
performs.
bro. He gets a
Yeah,
lot
you
of
know what?
respect when he's out
And
there on
he has a
stage.
really good stage presence.
Yeah, his
You
presence.
you
Yeah,
know the whole King of the South thing. Like I don't know how I fall on that, but he
yeah,
carries himself like he's King of the South. So you gotta
he
give him
does.
respect.
He does. So you had
Yeah.
Common. Common had a nice little show too. ASAP Ferg,
Yeah, Common was
EPMD,
great. Lupe killed
Ghostface,
it. Lupe killed
Ghostface
it.
Killer, Lupe
Lupe
Fiasco.
puts on. Lupe's always gonna put on a good show
A
too.
nice show.
My
Slick
guy right there.
Rick, DJ, of course. DJ Kool Herc was out there. Cindy Campbell, Grandmaster
Dougie.
Kaz, who actually still got bars. Kaz still got
Yeah, he
bars.
still
Facts.
got bars. Yeah.
Yo,
MC Shan was out there too.
yeah, and they Melly Mel, Roxanne Shante, Scorpio, the Sugar Hill Gang, Battle
Dougie
Cat.
and
Like these,
Busy.
these, these all of the people this thing started at 4:30 p.m. on
And it
August
ended
11th.
after midnight.
It ended like
It's an
around 2
8 hour
p.m.
show.
Yeah, it
Oh, it's a
ended around
10 hour
2
show.
p.m. Yeah. Yeah,
Sheesh.
well, with intermission, stuff like that. Plus,
Yeah.
they had DJs, Battle Cat, Clark Kent, Manny
DJ
Fresh, Marley
Drama.
Marl. Um, I saw Kid Capri out there.
Drama
Yeah.
was out
Um,
there.
yeah,
Drama.
Drama
Yeah.
was out there killing it. So it was a lot of cats, man. This was a celebration of hip hop. Now you may be wondering before you think that why wasn't LL Cool J involved? Well, LL Cool J has his own show, his
He's
own
got the
Rock the
Rock the
Bells,
Bells tour
right?
going
The
on.
Rock the Bells tour, which is also touring with a lot of these same people.
But, but
You know,
Rakim is over there.
Rakim's over
That's
there.
why you
Yeah.
didn't see Rakim here. I would have
Right,
loved
you
to
see
see
Rakim.
Rakim at this show, but
Yeah, we did
Yeah,
see.
Rakim is
that
over
was a
there.
bit that was
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
we
hurt.
saw
Busta's over
KRS
there.
One too, because KRS One came out with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg bought out
Right.
KRS One. He bought out A Boogie with the hoodie. He bought out
So
who did he bought out
Scarlet.
someone Scarlip. He bought out
Yeah.
Scarlip.
So
Yeah,
New
he
York.
was he,
and
he was doing his thing.
then he went and bought EPMD back
Then he
out.
bought EMPD back out to do some stuff.
EPMD
So
had a
yeah,
pretty good set.
they was cool. But I'm gonna talk a little about it.
They
I didn't
they
like
got
the
kind
way
of big. They don't move the way they used to, but they was
Right.
they was
yeah.
alright.
So overall, the show I think was dope. Um, how can you not? From it started in the daylight, went way into the night. A lot of stuff out there. I said Curtis Blow was there. Melly Mel was out there. And somebody had bought out Kumo D as well. I think Kaz bought out Kumo D.
Yeah, Busy B was there too.
They had so many, of
So
course,
they had Busy B
Shara.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dougie bought out Busy B.
That's what's up.
Bang bang. Yeah, you
Yeah,
was
well,
fire.
did he
Cause that's
bang bang.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
front. It was kind
that's
of hard. I ain't
Dougie's.
gonna hold you.
That's Dougie's mentor. That's
yeah.
who
Yeah,
Dougie mentored after.
Yep, and Sha-Rock was out there too, the first female
yeah,
rapper.
yeah.
Roxanne Shante
That's
came
cool.
out there.
Coke La Rock is out there.
Yeah, so
One
it
of the
was
first
really good.
MCs.
I guess where we can start with the fact that this happened. I love the fact what I loved about it. Let's talk about what we loved about it. Then I'll talk about what I didn't so much love about it. Not which wasn't much, but what I loved about it was the fact that yes, it was a collaboration. You saw some quote unquote old school, you saw some quote unquote new school rappers
Mm-hmm.
out there. Everyone celebrate. Lil Wayne put on a really good show. I really liked his. He always puts on a. All right, he's not a great performer in my opinion, but he's a good. I love the way he
Stage
interacts with
presence.
the
Yeah,
stage
stage presence.
He's
presence
got
He
great
and the
stage.
way
owns the
he
stage.
he owns the stage and the
People
way
eating
he
out of his
acts,
hand.
interacts with the crowd. That's what
Yeah,
I love. Like I mentioned, Ti did a great performance. Fat Joe had a nice performance. He brought out a couple people. Remy Ma came out a couple times because she came out with him, and she
yeah.
was
Yeah.
out with the ladies as well. Fat Joe brought out Ashanti, and oh my God, Ashanti. She's had the baddest body in the game
Get
in the
about
last 10
aging like
years.
fine
Yeah,
wine.
yeah,
My
yeah.
Right.
Last
nigga.
10
Yeah.
years, she had the baddest body in
She's
the game.
like she Ashanti is like Method Man. Like Method Man is like
Yo, that ass
actually
don't age or
better
Pharrell.
now as
Or
he's older.
Pharrell, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
Method
yeah.
Man
yeah,
So,
Pharrell.
but I mean for like Method Man, he still looks great,
right.
but he's like lyrically, I think he's even better
Oh,
now
he's way better.
than he was then.
You know why? Because Method Man's like Jizza. Method Man's become like Jizza in the years since Wu Tang's
Yeah,
ended. Like
Right.
he's gotten so just knowledge, like so much knowledge
it's
now.
getting better.
This dude is
Yeah.
like he's like a wise man spitting on the beat.
Right.
Yeah, nah,
And
Right.
I can hear that.
Meth
I can hear
came
that.
out with Ghostface.
Ashanti looks better now than she did when
She
she
did.
was hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
you know what it is? You know what it is? The voice hasn't missed a beat. Like she still got
Right.
yeah.
it. She still got it
She still
100%.
got
If
it.
she wanted to
Yeah,
be
Looks
dropping albums
great.
on a regular basis right now, she probably could. Because she
yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
it seems like she
Looks
got
great.
it's just she don't really need to. So I feel it.
Right.
So out of
She
all of these performances, who was y'all's highlight? Who was your highlight of the night?
Let me go first because
If you could
mine
pick
is
one.
mad easy. Mine's easy. Let me go first. Mine
Lupe.
was Lupe.
All
You
right,
feel
no
me?
problem.
Like
That's
I
his
like
guy.
maybe I'm a homer, but that's my guy right there. I love seeing him get the love that he deserves. I mean,
Yeah,
I
Right.
think he's so
I
underrated.
loved he had his
Um,
old set. I love that.
yeah, guys
I
on
love
set and
that.
everything, and the crowd. That was the one thing I was worried about. I was like, all right, like how many? It's a hip hop show, so I guess I should have expected more people to be on it. But I was a little worried on what it was gonna be like. But the crowd was going crazy for his
No,
set.
good reception.
Lupe's he's a
I
great
big up to the
performer.
crowd. I love the crowd. I
Yeah,
love the
the
fact
crowd
that
was on point.
nobody left. It was
Nope.
The
like
crowd was on point.
it seemed like the same amount of people at
Yep,
when Run
Yeah.
DMC came on.
yep.
Oh
But I would
no,
say
it was
Lupe,
the same amount of people by that
and
time, man.
if I had to go with somebody aside from Lupe, if I'm not being a homer,
Mhm.
I'd probably say Dougie Fresh. Early on, but
Nice.
Dougie killed it. I love
Yeah,
this. I love to see New York artists from back in the day because that's back
yeah,
when we weren't too cool to dance. We weren't too cool to just be that guy. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah.
remember watching a documentary on like down south hip hop, and they were saying like we was out there dancing and making dance because we were like, yo, like,
Hmm.
all right, cool. The New York rappers think they're too cool for that now. Bet. So we
Mhm.
gonna start doing this, that, and third. So it's just good to see a New York rapper, old school, just really getting it. And Dougie jumping the video right now. If I need
Right,
somebody to
right,
dance in a video, I'll call Dougie right now. He's nice with this
Nice,
shit.
right.
Fact.
nice.
Dougie Fresh, definitely.
What about
Yeah.
you? Have what was a highlight moment for you
Um,
of the night?
I loved. Yeah, you know me. I loved Run DMC.
Yeah,
They still the fact that Run is probably 60. He may not be 60 yet, but
Hmm.
I love the fact that Rev Run, at least for one day, turned back into DJ Run. He was cussing, he was bebopping around. You know what I mean, I love that he took this one day and was like, you know what, I'm gonna be DJ Run. I don't care what people gotta say. You know what I mean, it was just a blessing seeing him and DMC. DMC still looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he's in great shape. Looks as though. And remember, DMC was a little sick. He had years ago he had to go to rehab and
Yeah.
like that. So
Remember that.
he
He
recovered
had lost
nicely.
his voice at one time.
Yeah,
Like
he
his
lost his
voice was
voice,
messed up.
and it's
Yeah.
like them dudes. So for a while, they weren't performing together for years, but
Hmm.
they've been the chemistry with them so long. They still got it. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a part that was funny during the show when he said, I hope you still remember this one. And he said, man, I know all the cold crush routines by heart. I better
Yeah.
know my own shit. I mean,
Yeah. I
so
remember that. That
I
was
love
dope.
that.
That
And
was
he
dope.
knew it. That was the Peter Piper. That's
Peter Piper.
always
Yeah.
that's always the routine that they show that there's no better chemistry than him.
Yeah.
I love their set. I also love Nas. The Nas brought out Coogee Rap, showed Coogee Rap
Hmm.
some love.
Loved
He
it.
also brought out Lauren Hill. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, gave her a chance to redeem herself from the Essence Fest.
Yep.
You know,
That was pretty
so,
much my highlight
right.
moment. Yeah.
So Lauren, I mean, she wasn't perfect, but those are my two highlights. From the show.
So my highlight of the night, uh, have mentioned it. Nas bringing out the people he brought out. Uh,
Yeah.
Lauren Hill, who redeemed herself from the Essence Fest, because the Essence Fest, I was very vocal on how disappointed I was with Lauren Hill's performance at the Essence
Mm-hmm.
Fest. So I want to go on record right now and publicly express how delighted I was to see Lauren Hill out there this time. And and
That's
as
dope.
have mentioned, she wasn't perfect, but she was 10 times better than she was at the Essence Fest. She was more
Right,
prepared. She was on point. She was on beat, you know,
right.
and it just her presence was just needed. And she came out there and did, remember, we just, Lauryn Hill is one of the most revered female artists or artists, period,
Out
in
of
the
the
game.
artists.
She's only
Right.
released one solo album, and it
Mm-hmm.
still stands the test of
It's
time
still
today.
relevant to this day, and
Still
Pen
relevant to this
pen
day.
is pen is
and I think that's
ridiculous.
the reason why. I think that's the reason why we get so disappointed.
When something
If,
happens,
if
yeah.
it's a bad one, we don't want to see L Boogie in a
Nope.
bad light. You know
No.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we want to
Ever.
see her like a queen. She's a queen in this
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
and we want her to be out there looking like a queen and
Facts.
sounding
Yeah.
like a queen.
You know,
So
Yeah.
and I just think
I was delighted.
I think sometimes it's it's different for Lauren because she left hip hop behind and kind of rerouted her life. So like
Right.
I kind of feel like it takes her a little minute to really get back into her bag. That
Yeah.
so I think at Essence Fest she was kind of just not that she was trying to coast, but it's
Yeah.
easy to just like lay back on your on what you got and just be like okay cool. But I really think she bought it for this performance. I mean 50th for hip hop, she gonna show love, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean it was definitely great to see her. And shout out Run DMC by the way. Shout out DMC. Actually
Mhm.
met him a couple of times. He actually goes to my mom's school, speaks to kids all the time. Super
Yeah.
dope dude, super
Yeah.
dope
He's a
guy.
really
Still
good
in New
guy.
York, still showing mad love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sent him music a couple weeks ago, was showing me love, showing me,
Yeah.
giving me advice and
That's
everything.
what's up.
Super dope
That's
dude. So
what's up.
it was definitely great to see them as
He's
well.
a very
Definitely
good
great to
man.
see Rev Run go back to DJ Run.
Yeah.
Yo,
DJ Run for that.
that was fire.
He took the collar
That's
off
my
and put the
guy,
hat
man.
Yep.
back on.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
Yeah.
gonna
my
front.
guy.
I watched his performance. I was like, you know what? When it turned on Run's house, like real quick, took a little peek at Run's house.
So on that note, I'm gonna just reverse it and start off by saying, what about the show, if anything, that I wasn't too pleased with? And one would be, I can't really nitpick too much, but I have to go with the main thing. This was promoted and it was sponsored by, it looks like, the MLB, Major League Baseball, Live Nation, and
Mm-hmm.
Mass Appeal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. What the heck were you doing with the microphone system?
Yep. Yep.
How
That was
many
terrible.
times did
Oh,
legends you couldn't hear what they were saying? And it seems like if it was more than one person on stage at one time, someone's mic went out. Or
Yeah.
the person, and the reason why I'm saying this is not just the system, which shouldn't be an issue either. It's Yankee freaking Stadium. And number two is, you suppose, during this stuff, you have a person that's working the board, or a couple of people that's working a board, that, making sure everybody's
Yeah.
mics is up. Yo, if I had to see another act, I think every act had a mic problem. That's unacceptable on,
Yeah.
on the
yeah.
50th birthday
On the
of hip
50th
hop.
birthday.
That's
Yeah. Come on.
Gotta
unacceptable.
get that right,
Come
man.
So
on.
that is boom. I thumbs down to the audio team at Yankee Stadium, or whoever was the audio team for this situation. And Live Nation, Mass Appeal, y'all should be maybe retooling your team, because this is not it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can't come out here and see somebody, everybody pumped up, and you can't hear what Lil Wayne's saying, or everybody pumped up. Lil Wayne was okay because he was one person on stage.
Yeah.
As soon as someone joined them on stage, it just went to shit.
Bro, the Sugar Hill Gang, it was so bad. It
Oh,
was
it was
like
so much
it
of
was
them
like
like
call and
that.
response. They would just like 1 minute they were speaking, this next minute you couldn't hear it. I was like, this is
It was
terrible, bro.
bad. And like I said,
They
my
all
my
old
my
and confused too. That was
shout
terrible.
out shout out to my boy Bruce Penn, who used to manage the group of Law, and he told them this, and it stuck with me for many years. He said, it doesn't matter why you sound bad, all people remember is you sound bad. So when we went to that place and he saw that the sound system was bad, he canceled their performance. They were mad, they were upset. Guess what? Live with it. You can't pick up these microphones. The system sucks. They don't care why you sound bad. They just
Yeah,
remember you sound
it's
bad.
not. Yeah, it's not about the technical stuff. We paid to see you.
But thank
Yeah.
God, the love of hip hop. You didn't have too many people complaining, at least at there. You didn't hear no boos or
Right.
nothing like that. Their love of the hip hop and knowing the music kept that going. Is there anything that pointed that stood out to you, Heaven Hollywood, that you just really
just,
wasn't
just
too
technical
pleased with?
again, technical.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the funny thing is, well, not the funny thing is, but I'm watching a lot of the performances at the Rock the Bells, and there's a lot of the same issues, and I'm like,
Yeah,
What
what's
is
going
going
on
on?
here? Like, you guys, you have to come out there before each act. You got to give 7 to 10 minutes to get that system right. Have throw on a dummy record, do your
Yeah,
testing 1 2 to make
yeah,
sure it sounds good
that's
over the
it.
music, to make
Yeah,
sure it don't clash. Take 7 to 10 minutes instead of trying to
yeah.
run all the shows in right behind each other.
And yeah,
Um,
and I wanted to say on that, funny as it sounds, the only people who I heard kind of like instructing or complaining was Parrish Smith. Turn my mics up, turn my mic up. I'm saying, like, how come no one else is instructing? Yo, my mic's not on. You out here, and that's what happens with the system. None of them
yeah.
had earpieces in, so they couldn't even tell
You
their
you
mic
can't
wasn't
hear
on.
yourself. Yeah, you
Right?
you
They
hear
couldn't tell
yourself
the mic
anyway. Like,
wasn't on. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that was personally it though, just technical issues, and I don't like I said, this not really an issue, but I just think that everybody out there should be throwing Cool Hurt some bread. Um,
I
facts,
hear that.
this
facts.
I
dude,
hear that. Just cut him a little
this
check,
dude
my
is.
nigga.
I gave an analogy before. Imagine the dude that created Vaseline. Imagine he be broke, or he doesn't have a lot of money. Now, I'm not saying Kool Herc is broke, but I'm just saying, imagine the dude that created Vaseline got
Mhm.
less money than everyone else, but
Right.
Walgreens is making millions. Johnson and Johnson's making millions off
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
Vaseline. I think everybody, especially these dudes, I don't want to call them out or get in their pockets, but especially dudes like Nas, Jay-Z, Diddy, all these dudes that
LL.
are making LL. that are making millions of dollars because of hip hop, man,
Yeah,
you gotta throw Kool Herc $1 million, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
I
sorry, you
definitely
there,
gotta
think
there
throw
should
Kool Herc a
be
million dollars. Like,
we always talk about
we
there
need a
should be
hip
a
hop
hip hop
retirement
pen,
fund.
right? Hip
yeah,
hop
you
Yeah,
pension,
have to.
a hip hop
Because
a
pension at
pension. Yeah,
least.
because
Yeah,
it's this is
none of
it's
these dudes should be,
none,
looking bummy, looking dusty,
none.
teeth all jacked up.
Health not
None
good,
of them should be doing that, man. Like none of
right?
these dudes should be doing that.
Because we're
And,
blessed enough, and I'm gonna get
yeah,
your take, one Prime, but we're blessed enough to have most of our pioneers still walking this earth.
still walking
facts.
it.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Facts.
So 50 years
Facts.
of this culture, it's not like they started when they were babies. They're more that if hip hop is here for 50 years, then the people who started are way older than hip hop.
Right.
Yeah.
So at least
You
20
talking
years
about
older.
dudes in they some
Yeah,
of these dudes in their
60s.
70s.
Right.
You know
So
what I mean? So
we're blessed to have them here. Prime hit it right on the freaking nose. Hip hop retirement fund, hip hop pension, whatever you want to call it. Everybody should be like a tax. Like if you make money,
you're making
yeah,
money off of hip
and not
hop.
just the
Yeah.
artists, the
Right.
labels should be
Yeah.
paying money. There
Yeah.
should be a
Why
hip
are
hop
we paying?
tax. There should be a hip hop tax that
Yeah.
comes from every participant, meaning the label and the artist should be. I
Yeah.
don't care how much. If you do that, the money doesn't have to be that much, and it would add up to a big chunk of money. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying?
respectfully, like DJ Khaled is a
Mhm.
millionaire and
Yeah,
he's living a great life right now
multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Yep,
Multi-millionaire.
off of hip hop, and obviously he's made other business ventures and whatnot. But hip hop is the base of what he's done,
yep.
and
That's kind of
he
what
doesn't
he
even
is.
rap, nor does he make.
Nope.
He makes beats and he puts people on the songs. That's cool,
Yeah.
but there's no reason why he
He don't
should
even
be
make the
living.
beats. He
That's what
just
I'm saying. Yeah, he just put people on him, like Diddy, which respected Diddy, but again, Diddy's not necessarily a producer
he don't really
or a
make he
rapper.
chooses he
He lives.
he does more than what Khaled does. 'Cause at
Khaled
least
does.
Diddy
Well, yeah,
will pick
Khaled
the
just yells on the
sample.
track.
Right. Diddy will
But
pick the
look,
sample and he'll have
but
somebody
let's be real. I mean, a conversation for a different video.
yeah,
But
yeah,
let's be
exactly.
real. Producer wise, we can't put him in the same box as a lot of different producers. But these guys are both making great money off of hip hop. There's no reason why Kool Herc shouldn't be getting paid for that. So I definitely agree with that. I can't. Hip hop retirement fund has to be something that's going on. We the
Yeah.
only major
Totally
league
agree.
that don't got it, so we'll have to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Anything
Totally
stood
agree.
out to you that you really didn't care for?
I mean, obviously, like the technical stuff, I wouldn't say anything I didn't really like, but I was a little iffy on the pacing and the order.
Mhm. Yeah.
I felt the pacing went like back and forth. Sometimes it was like sometimes things felt kind of rushed. Like I felt there was a part where before Dougie Fresh and Busy B came out, it was like the Sugar Hill Gang, a couple other people, I believe Grandmaster Melly Mel, but they kind of just lumped them all together and they were just all coming out like
Yeah.
2 minutes
Yeah.
apart from each other, and it was like WWE, like they was all coming out to argue with each other. It was crazy,
That,
like, and
that
I
felt a
felt
little
that kind
bit
of took from
rushed. Yeah.
certain parts of it. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it was like that, and other times it was like Lupe went for like 10-15 minutes, like just straight.
Right.
It felt like doing like with nobody near him, which I loved, but like then
Yeah.
it's like other people like fighting for time. So that the pacing was a little weird for me, and just the order. I'm like specifically the DJ order, I'd say. They
Mhm.
were slamming DJs in there at points that I was like, what? Like at one point I was mad hyped for like the live performers, and then DJ Drama was there and he was just playing
Right.
songs. And it's
Yeah.
like it's like it's partly not their fault because they're just the DJ, but it's like DJ Drama is gonna play, Freeway What We Do, and I'm like, I want to see this. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
just
Right.
hear it. I want to see this shit right here. Like,
Yeah.
this
Why not
Freeway's
get him
hit.
out
Like,
there?
give him
Why not
this
get
second. You feel
Freeway
me?
out there? Yeah.
So yeah, so I
I
kind of
agree.
thought like just the order was a little weird, especially with the DJs. But again, nothing really that I had gripes with. I mean, I was
Right.
still bumping everything. And that's something I feel like the more people you have, like that's something you're never gonna be able to get right with a
Yeah.
show this big because it's
Yeah.
like you go on at this time and then someone's late, or someone's
Yeah.
early, someone has to leave,
Yeah.
so it's you're never gonna get that right. So I'm not really trying to be like picking at that, but I guess that would be the one thing that I probably had a problem with.
No, that makes sense, and I'll point this out, minuscule things, but number one, remember earlier in the month we had that whole thing where MC Shan had a problem. I think he was talking about this performance. He had a problem with Nas because I think Nas is mass appeal. I think he's behind that. Nas had something to do with this whole thing being put together. I don't know to what capacity. I gotta
That
double
damn
check.
Nas.
Yeah, but anyway, it wasn't even about the whole thing. Remember, he had his own set.
Yeah.
So MC Shan had a problem with Nas not inviting him to come out during his set or wherever for this thing. A lot of people, he caught a lot of flack from people because a lot of people jumped on Nas' side. It was like, oh, ain't no, you a grown ass man, ain't nobody responsible for you getting a bag and this, that, and the other. Be like, yo, bro, but I'm gonna tread on the other side and say I understand where he's coming from. I'm not per se thinking that Nas is wrong or anything, but I do understand. Yo, you from Queensbridge, bro. Who was the first person to put Queensbridge on the map?
Chan.
See, Shan. You know what I'm saying? So you could have very well gave him 60 seconds to come out
Yeah,
and,
but
and
Man,
rock
do the bridge. Do the bridge.
do the
but
bridge.
shit.
Actually, he should have did the bridge with Nas. Like Nas
Right.
should have been out
Yeah,
there saying the
that would have
bridge.
been hard. That would have been
That'd
hard.
have been dope. Now, I'm
That'd
not
been
saying
hard.
that Nas is wrong. I'm just saying that I can understand where Shan is coming from.
I just
With
feel like
that,
shit.
that
It coming from Shan is what's making it so difficult for everybody to understand, because Shan is, he rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I just kind of think like, I much respect to MC Shan, obviously, but
Yeah.
he rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Like Kanye can start speaking
Yeah.
right now and speak a lot of facts, and a lot of people gonna be like,
Yeah.
I don't care, bro. Shut up. Like no one wants to hear
Yeah.
that.
I mean, he
So
does
like
because he
I just kind
has
of think
this sense of
it comes off
entitlement
very much of
sometimes
like
when he talks.
especially because it's like I hear what he's saying and I understand exactly what you're saying. That's
And
cool.
I don't know if he should
That's
have brought it to
QB.
the public either. He
Like
probably shouldn't. He shouldn't
yeah,
have did
like
it that
yo,
way.
holla at him. But like I
Yeah.
get it. It's QB. Whatever you want to bring people out, but it's also like respectfully.
Yeah.
Dude, let him like if Nas isn't one of them people that don't show love to the generation before him, especially if he has something to do with this. So it's like, yeah, I feel you might feel slighted, but was that enough for you to come out and make it a thing? And
yeah,
it just
he
I
shouldn't
don't
have
know.
did it probably. And my last point on that is, in connection with that, he never got a chance to perform his hit, "The Bridge," Queensbridge, and then Karis One comes out, and he's able to perform "The Bridge Is Over." He's able to perform, South
That
Bronx.
I could understand.
So,
That I could understand. But also they were in the Bronx, and maybe that was them saying,
oh
you
well,
know what,
definitely South
they
Bronx.
were like,
But
let's be smart.
and
Let's go where we're gonna go with.
I'm gonna throw a little caveat on that. KRS One, you was a little too happy go lucky, dissing Queensbridge. I mean,
You
come on
know,
now,
Chris.
50
Yeah,
years
yo, Queens
later.
get the money.
You
Queens
know,
get the
Chris.
money. Like,
Come
let's
on,
be real.
come on now. Don't
Queens
be
get
up
the
in
money.
here.
Let's not get
He
crazy.
couldn't wait to say Queens keeps on faking it, and he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to say, started out in Queensbridge, say that top
But
top,
look,
and you can't live. I'm like, come on, it's
listen,
all one love right now, Karis One.
I hear that, but
Go
it's
there.
like this. Look. It's like this. And Queens get the money. Let me start that off by saying that. But if I'm being honest though, 50, who is a gigantic Queens artist, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Loves Queens, like from Queens, all that.
Yeah.
50 straight up said when I was popping, he was
popping.
sitting there singing
Queens
keep on faking it. He was like, that hurt. I'm from Queens, that hurt.
Queens had the F with it because it was just that
You know what I
hot.
mean? So
But I just wanted to throw that in there. He was out there like, I was like, come on, Chris, don't be so hyped.
Chris is a troll, dog. Chris is a troll.
Yeah, I'm like, don't
Ben
be
a
so
troll.
damn hyped.
You know he gonna keep trolling.
Yeah.
Whatever guy says, like every year he writes a rap for every rapper that's on top, he's a troll.
Yeah. like you're a psychopath. You're a psychopath, bro.
Even now, he said that.
Nigga.
Yep, he said, I got a rap for every
Oh, I believe it
rapper
too.
on the Billboard, and I believe him.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the influence this man has. KRS-One beef with Nelly. KRS-One went out and told everybody, don't buy Nelly's album, and then put out the date. That's why everybody bought his album, because he told them the date, and it was like, oh, listening to that shit. I swear, bro. I
Yeah.
swear.
And there's just
Swear, bro.
certain things
KRS-One reached
when
the millions.
yeah, and I guess my final word on this whole thing is once again the love, the work between the old school and the new school, if you want to call them that, rappers, today's rappers and yesterday's rappers.
Love it.
Snoop Dogg bringing out Scar Lip,
Love it.
who we
They've
barely
been
heard
showing her a lot of love too. I like
because
that.
of the microphones,
Yeah, we
barely
barely
heard.
heard her. Yeah.
But on that whole list of, and even the commercials in between, you got that Sprite commercial with Glorilla and Lotto,
Shout out to
and
Lotto, man.
right, shout out to Lotto, the God Rakim Allah, and of course Nas on it. So it's like, yo, like this is dope. I mean, we need more of this. And that's what Nas said. Cause see, that's how I know Nas had something to do with it, because he was like, why don't we just do it again next year? That's what he said. And that's what he did. So he definitely had something to do with it. Just next year, Nas, bring better. Contact Jay-Z and get whoever does his audio.
Exactly.
That's what you need to do. Because Jay-Z has
Jay's audio never messed. Never messed
never
up.
sounded bad. His stuff has never sounded bad. He's put plenty of money into making sure his audio is pristine. You can hear everything he said clearly. There's no turn up my mic. He never has to say that. He never
Right.
yeah. So Nas, you need the Live Nation's involved. That is Jay-Z. So you need to go ahead and get whoever Jay's audio people are.
Facts.
Yeah. So other than that, I don't have anything else. Comment down. Y'all comment in the comment section and let us know who was your favorite actor tonight. I tell you, there was some strong ones though. Weezy got so many hits, yo. I was like, yo, this dude
It,
just
it
kept,
hurts me that people don't put
many
him
hits.
high enough on their damn GOAT list.
Yo.
Y'all
So,
let us know down below
Yeah.
what y'all think. What
Let
was
us
your
know.
favorite moment?
Most
And
definitely.
anything you didn't like about it, let us know down below in the comments.
Yeah, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Share
yes,
this with your
sir.
friends. We'll catch up with y'all. Clark Dynasty, the building next time. Peace out, y'all. Happy birthday,
Peace.
hip hop.